My name is Katie and I'm a travel agent. I specialize in Disney and theme park vacations, though I can help you travel anywhere. And today we are here at the Disneyland Hotel at the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California. And I'm so excited to take you on a resort tour to show you everything about this fabulous Disney-owned resort on property at Disneyland. Let's jump into our resort tour and take a look at all things Disneyland Hotel.
So first of all, let's talk about the perks you're going to get for staying at a Disney-owned hotel at the Disneyland Resort. First, you're going to get access to early park entry. That's going to get you into one of the two theme parks 30 minutes before general crowds. So that's a great time for you to get some rides in with shorter lines. And which park it is going to change based on the date of your visit. You are also going to get preferred access to hotel dining reservations and the ability to charges directly to your room during your stay. Now let's take a look at the map of the Disneyland Resort. Now if you're used to Walt Disney World, Disneyland is a whole different animal. It is so much smaller and much more compact versus Walt Disney World where you have to take buses everywhere. So the two parks of Disneyland and California Adventure, you can walk from the entrance of one to the entrance of the other in about 1 minute. There's an area between the two called the Esplanade, which is just a paved walkway between the two areas. Now you can see here the Disneyland Hotel in the red box. That is the hotel that we are speaking of, and to get from the Disneyland Hotel to the theme parks, you are going to walk through downtown Disney, which is a dining and shopping area, and then you're going to get to the Esplanade. You're going to turn left if you want to go to Disneyland, right if you want to go to California Adventure. The whole walk is going to take you around 15 minutes, and you're going to want to factor in going through security, which you will go through as soon as you leave the Disneyland Hotel and enter the downtown Disney area. So obviously your experience with security could take longer or shorter just based on lines, time of day, what's going on, because security is security, and that's how it goes, and we're happy to be safe. So I would recommend allowing a half an hour if you are needing to be at the parks at a specific time. Allow a half an hour to walk from one to the other. Now you also have the option of using the monorail. So if you're going to be using the monorail, you are going to leave the Disneyland Hotel, you're going to go through security to get into downtown Disney, and then you're going to board the monorail at the downtown Disney stop. You can see here this orange line that's going from downtown Disney into Disneyland. That's the monorail. And so it is going to take you from downtown Disney into Tomorrowland inside of the Disneyland park. And I wouldn't say that's really going to be a time saver for you as much as a steps saver if you're trying to get into the back of Disneyland Park. So now let's take a look at the Disneyland Hotel. A little history on the Disneyland Hotel. This is the original hotel that opened with the Disneyland Park. It actually wasn't owned by Disney at the time, and since then, in the almost 70 years since then, Disneyland has acquired the property, and it is now one of their 3 on-site hotels at Disneyland. And because of that history, this hotel has really become a love letter to Disneyland history. The theming of it is classic Disneyland, and for true deep Disney fans, this is the place to stay. Now, the Disneyland Hotel is made up of 4 towers, and the pool and recreation area are all located centrally in between those towers. And additionally, there is a large convention center space off of the Fantasyland Tower. You're probably not really going to be utilizing this space unless you are staying here for a convention or an event. So those 4 towers are the main tower where the lobby is located, much of the dining is located. That's the Fantasyland Tower. Then you have the Adventureland Tower, the Frontierland Tower, and each of course themed to those lands, and the 4th and newest tower, which isn't actually reflected on this map yet, which is the Disney Vacation Club Tower with its rainbow motif, and that was just being opened when I visited, so it was not yet reflected on the maps. Alright, now let's jump into this resort tour. Here's the very front of the Disneyland Hotel. This is where you're going to arrive to check in and start your adventure. So you have this pull-up area. There is someone working here to help you with bags and whatnot if you need assistance. There's some seating. You've got these cute fountains. And there is no provided airport transportation at the Disneyland Resort, so you're going to need to handle that on your own, whether that means renting a car. There is parking on site for an additional cost, or if you're going to get a ride share, a taxi, or a private car transfer from the airport, it is about an hour to LAX. And now keep in mind that that's like without traffic or with very light traffic, and this is Los Angeles, so there's a lot of traffic. And then there are some smaller, closer airports, including Long Beach, which is what I would recommend, and that is about a 15-minute to 20-minute drive from the Disneyland Resort. And we are going to walk into the main lobby from here, and this is all located inside of the Fantasy Tower, which is the main tower here that's going to have a lot of the common amenities. However, it does also have rooms as well. So you've got the big lobby here with lots of seating, big front desk. There is an online check-in option, so you can go direct to your room if you prefer to do that. And there are some really cute chairs here. You have teacup chairs, and I absolutely love that. There's also a little TV set for kids to hang out and watch TV while parents deal with whatever they need to deal with at the front desk. There is also bell services option, so your bags can be held if you arrive before your room is ready, or if you're checking out before you're actually leaving the property. And throughout this whole hotel, and especially here in the lobby areas, you are going to find beautiful Disney artwork. There's all sorts of concept art that different artisans produced while they were designing the Disneyland parks and Disneyland itself. There's so much really cool Disney art and history throughout this hotel. So there are two gift shops here. We have the one large gift shop, which was pretty large for a hotel gift shop. It had a lot of different items, pretty much a little bit of everything. Now, when you're shopping around Disneyland, there are some things that are going to be specific to certain rides or certain lands, and you're not going to typically find those being sold outside of that ride or land. So if it's a general, like Mickey, Disney, Disneyland thing, you're probably going to find it in multiple places throughout the park. But if you're looking at something really specific and you really like it, buy it when you see it, because there's no promise that you're going to see it somewhere else. And now here is the smaller gift shop across the hall, which also has a few sundry items, some foods and drinks, and maybe some toiletries that you might have forgotten. And here's another example of Disney history here at the Disneyland Hotel. This is a giant wall, like floor to ceiling display of Disneyland history, little artifacts, plush Mickeys, signs, all sorts of things for the past 70 years of Disneyland. And this sort of thing is all over the hotel. Now this area here, up those stairs and escalators, is where you're going to find the large convention center. And then right here is where you're going to find Goofy's Kitchen, which is a dining establishment, character meal that we will talk about a little later. You can see they have an Autopia car here that you can get in and take pictures with. Now popping up that escalator is where we are going to find the convention center, some really cool castle artwork. And here's a look at the ballroom entrances. So if you're looking to host an event, there is ample event space here at the Disneyland Hotel as well. Now, right out of the back of the Fantasyland Tower, we have some seating areas, and they have these very cute signs for each tower. And as we walk between the towers, it's very lush. There's a lot of tropical ambiance going on here, paved walkways. Now, the 4 towers ring the pool deck, and there are a series of pools throughout this resort. Some larger, some smaller. There's walkways that go above them, and we have hot tubs. There is a splash pad for the youngest kids. There's ample seating. There are umbrellas to get some shade, and we have the very fun signature monorail water slides here into the pool. Those are super fun with that classic Disneyland sign there. There is also a fire pit with some seating, so you can just hang out outside of the pool area. And yeah, overall, it's just a very tropical vibe. So the outside of the resort is definitely giving tropical oasis. All right, now let's move along to the Adventure Tower. This is another tower that houses hotel rooms. And just like the other towers, it is themed to one of the original lands of Disneyland. So this one is the Adventure Tower. And you'll come in the doors here into the lobby area. And there's tons of Adventureland theming here. We have some original artwork of maquettes that were used to create the animatronics on the Jungle Cruise in the park. And we, of course, have elevators to get you to the floors that you need to get to for your rooms here. There's artwork all over the lobby that is Adventureland themed. Just another example of why this is a great place for big Disneyland fans. Now hopping over to Frontier Tower, this is another tower, the third one with hotel rooms. And this lobby is themed to Frontierland. And there's this huge model of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which is really, really cool. And some more artwork here from Frontierland, places to sit. This tower is also where you are going to find the fitness center or the gym for the whole hotel. They had lots of machines. It looks like this is in like an old ballroom or something, but they had all the things you need. They had free weights, they had treadmills, they had ellipticals, all the good stuff, so you can get plenty of exercise in during your stay. And then our fourth and final tower is the Disney Vacation Club Tower. This is the only one that is a different color with that brown and rainbow paneling coloring there. This is part of Disney's timeshare. However, anyone can rent out these rooms just as you would a regular hotel room. We're going to take a look at the rooms a little bit later, but the rooms in this tower are completely different than the rooms throughout the rest of the resort. There is a very cute Mickey splash pad located in this area, as well as a second pool, and guests of the whole hotel are able to utilize this. So this is just another pool splash pad area that you can use if you're staying at the Disneyland Hotel. This was all like weeks from opening when I visited, so here's some of the promotional photos. There's also a pool bar with food and drink options in this area. So you have got lots going on at the DVC Tower, but all guests can utilize the food and pool options. Let's talk food and drink at the Disneyland Hotel. Tangaroa Terrace is the pool bar here, but it's an elevated pool bar. It's a lot of fun. There is a menu of food and drink at this pickup window here for outdoor seating, and then inside this building is going to be Trader Sam's, which is a very, very popular tiki bar inside of this building, and it's very popular. There are typically long waits to get in and a wait list, but it's very, very cool. There's a full menu. It's the same menu as Tangaroa Terrace basically, but they have a full drinks menu where many of the drinks, if you order them, they come in commemorative glasses, and they often come with a bit of a show along with the drink. So this is very popular, and just be prepared to wait if you are going to visit. Now hopping across the pool, we have the coffee house, which is going to be your quick stop for coffee. There's a full coffee menu as well as some grab and go items. This is perfect for like a quick breakfast or a quick midday snack. They also had some alcoholic options, sodas, prepackaged treats, as well as a small bakery case as well. You even had some bagel options here, and then they have a full coffee option. So this is going to be your go-to stop for coffee in the morning or whenever you would like some coffee during your stay at the Disneyland Hotel. Now let's head over to Goofy's Kitchen, which is the character dining buffet style meal here at the Disneyland Hotel. Now Goofy is the star here. He is the chef, and you are going to meet with him first thing when you arrive, and you're going to have those professional pictures taken with Goofy, and then additional friends you're going to meet during your dining experience, and they're going to come around to your table, and it's going to be the Fab Five characters in their chef outfits. So this was a very loud location. This is similar to Chef Mickey's at the Contemporary at Disney World. This is like a very kid-focused, loud style dining experience. So it is a buffet, and I actually thought that the buffet was quite large. There was a wide variety of options here, and I would say that the sweet treats was really where they were shining. Here is their signature dessert pizza. There's a BB&J one and then a s'mores one. They do breakfast seatings here, but that runs until about 1:30. The food you are seeing here is for, quote, breakfast, and I think it was definitely more of a brunch style. And then there are dinner seatings as well, and that you're not going to see your breakfast items at dinner. There's a wide variety of options. There were vegan options, and I do have food allergies, so I was able to speak to a chef, and they even brought me some extra options from the back, as well as letting me know what from the buffet was going to be safe for me to eat. For example, they brought me some Mickey waffles from the back that were allergy sensitive. The real star of the show here was the desserts. I've been to my fair share of Disney buffets, and this one definitely had the most desserts. There was an entire buffet that was just desserts, and it was quite long. Then there was also those dessert pizzas that you saw. Also, they had a breakfast pastry and fruit section, and then also they had soft serve ice cream. So if you have a sweet tooth, this is really a great option for you buffet-wise. As far as the quality of food, I would put it right in the middle of Disney buffet quality, which is that I was very happy with it. I enjoyed all my food, but it is not like a step above buffet quality food. I thought it was very everyone's happy, moderate quality food. But again, really excited by the sheer amount of desserts, and I liked that they had options like pizza and chicken tenders and some chicken stir fry, even during the breakfast seating, so you could do more of a brunch. And honestly, I do think that that's the move here, to go for the breakfast seating versus the dinner seating. What we did is we rope dropped the park. We're at the park for a few hours and then came back for a 12 o'clock seating, and it was great. So you really got your money's worth. You could kind of do like your breakfast and your lunch in one meal, and then now you're back at your hotel. You can take a nap, take a break, or you could just head right back to the park. But I thought it was a great way to work that into our day. And then, of course, you are just steps from a ton of dining options at Downtown Disney as well. But that covers the food here, so let's talk about rooms. Where are you going to be staying while you are staying at the Disneyland Hotel? Here's a look at what the hallways look like. And now we have a couple different room types. This is your standard room here. This is the 2-queen version, and that's what the majority of the rooms are going to look like. There is also an option for that room as a suite. So you have an extra living space with a 2-bedroom queen. And then there is also a room that has a pull-out couch option. You also have themed suites here. There are Pirates of the Caribbean themes, there are Fantasyland themes, and there's only like one of each of these rooms, and they are at quite a premium, but that is an option to have a large themed fun suite here. There are also club levels at this hotel where you have access to a club lounge, which includes some complimentary food and beverage. Now the rooms in the DVC tower is what we're looking at now. These are going to be studio villas, 1-bedroom villas, and 2-bedroom villas. They're all going to have some form of a kitchenette or a full kitchen in the 1 and 2-bedroom villas. They are super cute, and many of them feature this pull-down bed, so you have options to have some more walking space around your room during the day, and then at night you can pull down these extra sleeping spaces. It's a great way to sleep larger families and parties. And these rooms are brand new, so that's exciting too. Everything is very fresh. Now let's take a look at a full room tour of the room that I stayed in, which was a standard 1-king room with a pool view. So let's take a look.
Let's get into this room tour. So I'm coming in from the hallway, and the first thing we have is the bathroom. We will circle back here. Then first up we have this really cute print with all these old Disneyland photos. Really like this. Very nostalgic. Disneyland is just pure nostalgia in general. So much more than Disney World is. Okay. So the first thing you're going to notice maybe is this carpet, which I am absolutely in love with, the firework Mickey carpet. All right, let's go into the main room. Here's the bed. So this is a standard view, one king bedroom. So here we've got the king bed, sitting chair here, and then if we pan, see the other part of the room, desk, dresser, TV, all that good stuff. And then we have this giant window, which is great. It is a little bit stormy outside, which is why it looks so dark in this room. If it was brighter outside, it would be very, very bright in here. But I cannot be trusted to keep this room looking nice for more than 15 minutes, so we have to work with the weather that we have. So let's take a look at the details here. Okay, we've got this very comfy chair with the light right in front of it, and on the window here we have the sheer shade for privacy, and we have the blackout curtain. Now we are in the Adventure Tower. You can see we've got a pool view here. This is just a standard view room. You could be looking at the parking lot. We happened to get a pool view. That is the Fantasy Tower, the DVC Tower, Tango Terrace is over here. The Frontier Tower is over there in the corner. Got this great chair here with a light. We have got paper pen, remote, bedside light, phone. I'm not seeing, oh, okay, we have one USB port here in the phone. The rest, you're gonna have to like find plugs. Like there's a plug over here. I can see there's one behind the bed, but not a ton of plugs right there. Got a little drawer, and then some storage space down here. And then moving on to the bed. Look at this, really cute. The sheets have like Mickey on them. They don't have that at Disney World. That's really cute. And then you've got this really cute pillow. Love it. And then the headboard, which we're gonna take a closer look at later. But you can see we've got Sleeping Beauty's castle, very pretty. Lots of pillows and under bed storage with the raised bed for your suitcases. I absolutely love that. We've got the same situation happening on this side, except you have an alarm clock. We've got two USB ports in here. And then we have this really cute picture of Walt. I love this picture of Walt walking through the castle. We've got the thermostat pivoting this way. Got another floor lamp, and look at this lamp. Got hidden Mickeys on the lamp. We've got the smart TV, which I love. We have glasses, really cute coasters. I am probably going to take some of these for scrapbooking purposes. Ice bucket. And we've got 3 drawers here. Oh, these are deep drawers. Then we have a full mini fridge here. Now this is a bigger mini fridge than you're going to find in most standard Disney World rooms if you're a Disney World pro. This is like a full-on mini fridge versus the quote beverage cooler that's in many of those rooms. Then we have a Keurig. Got several coffee and tea options there. Of course, they'll refill those for you daily as needed. Some little condiment kits and cups. Let's see what's inside one of these. All right, so we have regular sugar, creamer, and whatever kind of fake sugar this is. So if you need something else, plan accordingly. Moving on from the dresser, we have the desk here. Another really cute Mickey lamp. And lots of plugs. This is where we're hiding all the charging ports. So that is great for charging stuff. Oh, this has even got the USB 3, whatever the fancy USB is. So that's good. Like that. desk here. We've got a drawer, cushy chair. And then here's something that, again, if you're a Disney World person, is crazy. In-room dining at a Disney hotel. Let's take a look at what they have to offer. All right, so it looks like we're doing breakfast from 6 to 11. So a good amount of options there. And then we've got kids menu as well. Dinner from 5 to midnight. And then this little symbol at Disney means vegan, so you do have an option there. Although I'm not seeing anything marked vegan on the breakfast order. And then we've got kids dinner, dessert, and beverages. And we have a full list of alcoholic beverages as well here on the back. So you do not even have to leave your room if you do not want to after a long park day. Okay, so pivoting back around to the door, connecting room options. Here is the restroom. We have a split bath, which I love. So first up, we've got the sink area, some under storage here. We have a hair dryer, some extra tissue and toilet paper, towels. We've got the close-up mirror. We have these really cute lights. Mickey's little hand. I love that. And Mickey is even on the sink. We've got our H2O products. We've got a shelf here for storage. So that's nice. Not like the most giant counter in the world, but it's doing a good job. You got some under sink, you've got that. And then we're pivoting. Full-length mirror on this door here. Love that. And then you have trash can, commode, more towels, hanging bar. We've got this fun artwork, which is Adventureland themed because we are in the Adventure Tower. And then we have got the tub shower combination. Mickey again on the handle there. My only thing here is that it's a little dark in the shower. You've got your in-shower products there. And you do have a clothesline as well. Pivoting out the back of the door, got a hook. This door locks. There's no door here, no door there. But we do have this full closet here. So this is a large closet, lots of hanging space, ironing board, extra pillow and blankets. We've got a luggage rack. We've got laundry options. Not like a ton of hangers here, but there is a lot of hanging space. Oh, here's some more hangers. All right, an okay amount. And there are even robes. Disney World could never. Look at that. I'm kidding. I love Disney World. It's my favorite place in the world. But it is funny how some of these things are just different at Disneyland. In here is a safe. Got that as well. Close this up. And then we pivot back to the bedroom. Okay, last but not least, I said we were going to come back to the headboard because this is my favorite feature of this room. It lights up and it sings. This is super magical for anyone, but super magical if you have little ones after a long day at the park. Little lullaby, special Disney style. I filmed this video right when we arrived at the Disneyland Hotel and got into our room so that it would be as pristine as possible to show you. But after spending 4 nights there, let me tell you a little bit how this room worked out for us. As far as size, this was perfect for 2 people. This room had all of the amenities that I needed and was very comfortable, very clean. I had no complaints about the room. The location of the entire Disneyland Hotel is fantastic. From the Adventure Tower that we were in, it was about a 2-minute walk to park security.
which will get you into downtown Disney. You can then walk about 10 minutes through downtown Disney, and then you are at the park entrance to both Disneyland Park and Disneyland's California Adventure. So being able to walk right over to the park is absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed our entire stay at the Disneyland Hotel. As a huge Disney fan, as a Disney adult, it was the perfect place for my husband and I to stay. With all of the Disney history, it's just so great. That being said, every hotel is right and wrong for different people and their travel styles and their travel parties. So let's talk about who the Disneyland Hotel is right for and who the Disneyland Hotel is wrong for, and they might want to look at some different Disneyland hotel options. Not the Disneyland Hotel. The name is very confusing. So who should stay here at the Disneyland Hotel? Number one, I think if you're a big Disney fan and you're coming to Disneyland because you really love Disney World or you really love some other aspect of Disney, then I think that this is a great place for you to stay. Also, if you're just like a history fan, like a fan of American history, I think this is a great place to stay for the same reason, because there's so much Disney history here. If you are a first-time visitor to Disneyland, I think this is a great option because, one, you're staying on property, you're getting those perks, and you're inside the Disney bubble. You are fully contained in the world of Disneyland, and I think that's great for a first-time visitor. Also, you are getting that extra dose of Disney and Disneyland by staying at the Disneyland Hotel or any of the Disney-owned hotels, versus a Good Neighbor hotel that might be like a Marriott across the street. If this is your first time, you really want the full Disneyland experience, and I think staying at a Disney hotel really adds to that. If you are somebody that's gonna rope drop, you're gonna utilize that early entry perk, get up early in the morning and skip some of those longer lines later in the day, this is a really great option to stay on property and get that extra perk. If you are someone looking to stay in a villa suite in that DVC tower with either a larger party or you really, really want a kitchenette while staying at a Disney hotel, this is a really great option for you. Now, on the flip side, who should not stay here? Because there's always somebody who should not stay here. So if you are a budget traveler, I don't think that this is the best option for you. Your money is going to go further at other locations. If you are okay with staying off-site, you don't want to be fully immersed in all things Disney during your stay, then your budget is going to go a little bit further. You might be able to get a bigger room, more amenities at an off-site hotel. Though do keep in mind that then you're not getting that perk of early entry, which comes down to the third person who might not need to stay here, which would be people who have longer stays so that they have more days to space out their rides and they don't need that early entry. Or if you're just okay with waiting in longer lines, or if you know you're not going to wake up to use that perk, then don't pay for it. So that's who should not stay here.
And that is the Disneyland Hotel. I hope you found this tour interesting and informative, and if you are looking to stay at the Disneyland Hotel, any of the Disney hotels at Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, or anything that is not Disney, I would love to help you by being your travel agent. You can contact me on the information on your screen and we can get started on planning your next magical vacation. Please like and subscribe, and I appreciate your watching. Have a magical day.